Hello, I hope everyone is doing well. Today I have some different content for you. I'm going to break down the various drop odds and show you what those mean for you and help you calculate the odds of getting the specific drop you want. Now, this goes a lot deeper than saying, for instance, that General Grardor has a 1 in 384 chance of dropping tacits. I will instead be showing you how many kills you need to get based on various drop odds to give yourselves a specific chance of getting the drop you want. For instance, 10 or 50 or even 90% chance of getting the drop that you want. Okay, so I promise not to turn this into a complex math lesson because that is boring. But here's the formula that I use to calculate the percent chance of getting the drop you want. Now, it's really very simple. You only need to know two things, and I will show you how to plug this into Excel, and it will do all the work for you. You need to know the drop odds, which, for instance, if you're looking at tacits from General Grardor, is just 1 divided by 384, so 0.0026, and then n, the number of kills or the number of times you will be killing General Grardor, hoping to get those tacits. Plug that in for n. So this huge cluster of numbers is kind of difficult to explain, so I'm going to skip over it pretty quick, but basically it shows the number of times you've killed a monster on the top left-hand corner, and next to that are various common drop odds such as 1 in 50, 1 in 348, 1 in 5,000. And then if you follow the column down where it says number of kills and match it up with certain drop odds, it'll give you the percent chance of getting that drop at least once with that number of kills. So this next table takes a ton of data and condenses it into one screen size. So basically all you're looking at here is varying drop odds and then the number of kills that it would take to give yourself a certain percent, in this case 10, 50, or 90% chance of getting that drop with those odds at least one time. Contrary to what some players may believe, there is not a linear relationship between number of kills and odds of getting a certain drop. Let's take a simple example. Let's say that the odds of getting the bronze axe from the zombie during the Lost City quest are 1 in 10. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But yes, killing it one time would give you a 10% chance of getting that drop. However, killing it 2 times does not necessarily mean you have a 20% chance of getting that drop. If it did, and you followed that linear relationship, killing it 10 times would therefore give you a 100% chance of getting that drop, and we know that's not the case. Instead, the relationship looks something like this. Now here's an example for a 1 in 384, or the chances of getting tacits from killing bandos. You'll notice that the graph never hits the 100% chance of getting the tacits. This is because your odds of getting a specific drop on any one kill are independent of the result of your last drop. This is why you have some players going thousands of kills without getting a single drop, and some getting them on back-to-back kills. One kill does not affect the drop of the next one. So how easy is this to do on your own? Turns out it's extremely easy. I use Google Sheets. It will do all the math for you. Simply make 2 columns. Title the first one number of kills and the second one whatever you want, odds maybe. Then you put the number 1 in your A2 column, and in your A3 do equals A plus 1, and you can drag that down as far as you want. Next, go to your B2 column and type in equals, start parentheses, the number 1 minus, another start parentheses, 1 minus x, where x will actually have to be a number that will be your drop odds, end parentheses, caret A2, end parentheses, times 100. Now, it is important that you don't actually type in x, and instead you'll have to figure out your drop odds, which is extremely easy. It's just simply 1 divided by the odds of getting a specific drop. So again, I've used the example Bandos Tacits. It would just be 1 divided by 384. This will calculate your first cell. Then you can simply click in the bottom right-hand corner of that cell and drag all the way down the column to match up with the first column. And then you will have pairs of number of kills and the odds of getting that specific drop corresponding with the number of kills right next to it. This could be very helpful to some players, or it could be extremely demoralizing when they see that they have to kill 356 General Grardor just to give themselves a 50% chance at a tacits drop. This Excel sheet can also be reused. You can simply use the same sheet. If you want to do it for a different monster, all you have to do is change the drop odds value and then redrag down the length of the column, and it will recalculate all of those cells for you. I hope you were able to find this video helpful. I did TA a stats class in college, but that was quite a few years ago, and I'm a little bit rusty, especially when it comes to explaining things. So if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot them my way. Hopefully I can help you out with this a little bit further. This was fairly interesting to make, and I do hope people are able to find it somewhat helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.